We had a pretty good workout. Guys are in excellent shape. Joe Connolly, our strength staff, done a super job as usual through the summer. Players seem to have worked very hard, and conditioning-wise, we're in pretty good shape. But other than that, sort of a decent practice. Our centers can't throw the ball back to the quarterbacks very well yet, so whoever can do it will be the starting center, because right now both of them were a little bit erratic. But Dylan looks good. Connor Mitch looked much improved tonight. And Perry Orth threw some good ones in there. Brendan Nosovich actually played a little tight end and quarterback tonight. He's a very good athlete, trying to find a place where he can get on the field and help us. Other than that, defense looked fast. They were flying around. So nobody got hurt. So it's always a good practice when that happens.
Steve, Whammy says that there's something special about this team. He thinks they got something really big.
Well, we hope so. They got good team chemistry. But that just means they all get along with each other. We'll find out if they can all play very well. New quarterback, some new receivers here and there. Jarrell Adams really was running around fast, man. He looked as fast as Jared Cook out there tonight. That's what he reminded me of. But anyway, it was a pretty good first workout. The players, they all like each other. That's true right there. So attitude-wise, we're in good shape.
Do you know how close Mike Davis is to taking off that yellow jersey?
I don't think he'll practice till next week sometime, but we'll wait and see. Those other three backs looked awfully good. Sean Carson, Brandon Wiles, and Dave Williams, they were fast, flying around. So if Mike, sometimes those hamstrings linger, a long time. But we got good running backs, so we're in good shape there.
Any other young guys that kind of stood out to you? Any other young guys that kind of stood out to you today?
Young guys, they all just rotated in there. They did okay. Y'all were here. You saw it.
Are you concerned that Mike just it's always something with Mike?
Well, there's nothing we can do about it. He's getting treatment. He says he'll be ready next week. He says. So we'll see. But those hamstrings, you never know how bad a guy pulls one, Sometimes they think he'll be back in 2 weeks, and sometimes they linger quite a while. So we'll see.
You touched on the 10 years. Just looking back and comparing it to now, not just the wins, but just the overall attitude and culture here.
Well, there were a good bunch of guys. We just got better players now than we had 10 years ago. Those guys had good attitude. They really did. Savell Newton, Blake Mitchell, and all those guys. And gosh, that team won 5 in a row SEC games. That was a school record back then. Did you know that, Phil?
Didn't know that.
Well, you need to check the record book. We'd never won 5 in a row before. And somehow or another, we were 0-3. And somehow or another, won at Tennessee, beat Florida, Arkansas, and, Vandy, Kentucky. So that team was a pretty good team.
How was Connor Mitch improved from
his fundamentals, decision-making, threw a good ball. He throws a nice spiral. And act like he knew what he was doing, act like he'd practiced this summer, and listen to Dylan a little bit. Dylan had a good night also, and he's been helping coach the other quarterbacks through the summer. Yeah. Okay.
Any update on Joe Blue?
Not yet. We've got an appeal in, and they're going to talk about it. That's all I know right now.
Do you know when you'll know?
Within the next couple of days, I believe.